We've spent a lot of years proving out these cattle. We've stuck with the line 1 genetics. These cattle are line bred, they're predictable, they're consistent. We have very few options for where we go to get our genetic source to keep our line 1 breeding. But what our customers love and come here for is these cattle are proven, predictable, they're uniform, they're consistent in type and kind. It's what you see is what you get. They breed true. And and with all the data that we have behind them and the years of selection, these cattle have proven themselves to work, and we know, with the data behind them what they're going to do, for us, and what they're going to go do for our customers. And that's why our customers come here and feel very comfortable in investing in our genetics. Just getting ready for weaning right now. This time of year we're going to wean this set of bull calves on Labor Day here. Just finished baling straw and finished up our second cutting hay crop. Had a real nice hay crop this year, thankfully. Was a little bit dry in places, but had pretty good grass and going to be in good shape for hay. This country, it takes 2 to 3 tons of hay per cow to get a cow through the winter with calving and everything, especially with calving in January and February like we do. So it kind of get these bulls on feed and get ready and rolling for sale and this fall and start doing pictures for advertising and right now we're also fall calving, we'll have about 100 calves born in August and September in our fall program, and so we've got that going on and just getting ready for what they say is going to be a nice long winter. Could make calving lots of fun, but and work into the bull sale in March and get these bulls on feed and going.
Hello and welcome to the American Rancher. I'm Pam Minnick. Today's show takes us north to the big sky country of Montana, where we'll visit again with the folks at Holden Herefords. Jack and Tricia Holden are gearing up for their 51st annual Holden Hereford sale. For years on end, Holden Herefords has been offering the best in line 1 breeding, and they still do so today. In our story, we'll see this Montana outfit up close and personal and visit with a number of stockmen who know the program well. We've got a great show with the Holden family. Stay tuned, we'll be back with the American Rancher. Welcome back to the American Rancher. When you use a Holden bred animal, you take advantage of generation upon generation of top quality genetics combined with the balanced selection for the traits that will add money to your pockets. The ranch is home to over 250 registered Hereford cows and 150 commercial cows that are used as recipients for the ET program. The Holdens run over 3,500 acres of deeded and leased ground, and 800 acres are irrigated for hay production. Visitors are always welcome here, and it's always a pleasure for the Holden family to have people stop by and check out the ranch, and more importantly, check out the cow herd.
We got our first registered Hereford cattle, line 1 Hereford cattle, back in the early 1950s. So we've had Hereford cattle, registered Hereford cattle for over 60 years now. We were pioneers in performance testing. My grandpa was one of the charter members of the Montana Beef Performance Association. We started performance testing in 1956. We held our first production sale in 1967. So last year in March in 2016, we were very happy to host our 50th annual production sale, which was a very tremendous success. We sold 150 bulls, had a great sale, had our largest crowd in many years. I was able to take over from my grandparents' management of Holden Herefords in 1987 with my family. Just had gotten married, and now I would, being the third generation, now we have the fourth generation on the ranch too. My son Brad graduated college in December from Montana State and is home full-time now. Our daughter also helps. She works for First American Title, but she helps along with my wife Tresha. And then we also have a really great longtime ranch manager, J.D. Evans, that's been with us over 20 years, and he and his family are very much a part of the family also. It's been a great operation. We started out small, and we've grown to where, now we're marketing 150 bulls. We calve about 400 cows a year between spring and fall. 2/3 of those would calve in the spring and about 1/3 in the fall. We're actually calving right now in August and September, and then our winter calving is in January and February.
I just graduated from Montana State University in animal science, and I really hope to take what I learned in school and bring it back to this program and continue the success that we've seen for years. I enjoy how it's a different job every day, and you get to be outside and be around cattle, and especially in a place like this where we take it for granted, but it's a pretty awesome place to live.
My grandfather was one of the original charter members of the Montana Beef Performance Association, so we've always believed in performance testing our cattle. We weigh all of our calves at birth. We do weaning weights, take yearling weights, we do ultrasounding. We want to take all the weights and measures on these cattle that we can to give our customers all the information that we can about them. Make sure we have accurate information going in, get accurate EPDs out. These cattle, that's the base behind them, and we feel it's really important. I mean, people sell pounds, and we want it in the right package and the right kind, but people get paid for the pounds of calves and also the right kind that goes along with it, and that's our goal, is to produce cattle that do it every way, shape, and form. We really try and be ahead of the game on the technology end of things to give all the information we can for our customers. Of course, we use a lot of embryo transfer. Almost 40% of our calf crop born every year is from embryo transfer matings out of our very best, most proven cows. We don't use young heifers. We use cows that we know out of really proven cow lines. We are really known for our cow herd and the maternal end and the udder quality and the fertility and fleshing ability in our females. And it's our way of getting more, females and in our herd and sons in our sale out of those really great cows, and more of those genetics out of those top females back into our herd. We also, for over 30 years, we have parentage verified all of our cattle. Used to started out back in the days with blood sampling. Now we use DNA for everything. We also, 100% of our cow herd and all of our sale animals have genomically enhanced EPDs with the 50K panels on them. So just a way of getting as much information as quick as possible to help our customers have, accurate information to make the best decisions they can when they purchase cattle from us, and for ourselves, for the cattle that we put back in our herd, to know what's going on. So I do believe, technology that's out there is available to help us all make better decisions, and the more tools that you have in your toolbox to improve your breeding program, the better you are. Over the years, we've sold cattle to almost all 50 states, Canada and Mexico. We export frozen genetics, both semen and embryos, to Canada, Mexico, South America, Australia, the United Kingdom, Scotland, and England as part of that. And so these cattle, the Line 1 cattle, really have to prove themselves to work in all different environments and climates. And that's something that they've really excelled at, whether it's sending cattle to the southeast where they've got to deal with the heat and humidity or poorer grasses and those kind of things. It's why we push fertility and fleshing ability and the right type and kind and the right type of hair coat and things. We really strive hard to make these cattle adaptable, and they have really proven themselves. We've got great testimonials from customers that have used our genetics in Australia about how well the cattle have survived in the droughts over there, and the cows breeding back and raising great big calves, and just, the cavities and doing all the things right, and whether it's South America or across the U.S. or, here in Valera, Montana, where it can be 40 below in the winters, and cattle have to take care of their calves and make it through, extreme cold and severe winds and get it done. I mean, these cattle are very adaptable and have proven to work really well in all climate conditions. One thing we do here, we use a real short breeding season. It's one of our checks and balances against performance, and to make sure with the line breeding and everything that we're not impacting our fertility. We breed for 50 days. Those are the cattle that stay around. We do breed for another 30 days later. We sell those later calvers. That's just one of our ways of making sure that we keep fertility in our cow herd, and that goes on for all of our customers. Yeah, this group of cows and calves is our bull calves that we're just getting ready to wean. We're going to wean these in a few days. We've taken weights on them. These calves are weighing from 700 to over 900 pounds at 7 months age right now. We're just getting ready to put them on the feedlot. These will be the bulls for our sale next spring. Really good set of calves. We've got them running out here on some nice good feed now, just finishing up, and they've had a good year, and it's just a really nice setup. Our customers are so important to us. We've been blessed with many customers that have bought cattle from us for over 40 years. We gain new customers every year too, and customers are really important. I do a lot of traveling personally to operations to see what's going on. We want to know how our cattle are working, how the genetics are, what the performance is doing, so that we know what we're doing right, what we need to improve on. That's where it all starts with, long-term customers, people that come back and believe in your program and come back year after year and buy these bulls and females from us. That's what's really made our program over the years, and we're really blessed to have a great customer base that's been long-term here, and they are really important to us, and we really try and work hard with them to help them in any way we can, and help to continue to improve what we're doing here to make things better for them.
Holden Herefords is a fine family operation situated in the beautiful and at times harsh country of northern Montana. The Holden program is well established. They breed for the best and they deliver it. You're watching The American Rancher. Stay with us. Welcome back to The American Rancher. Premium beef cattle genetics must deliver needed traits such as performance, fertility, disposition, soundness, as well as a number of other characteristics. And that's exactly what you get at Holden Herefords. Let's hear from stockmen who know these genetics well.
My name is Ernie Cawley. This is my wife Tony. We're from Glide, Oregon. We run a cattle ranch and a sheep ranch. We have around 800 mother cows and about 2,000 ewes. And it's quite a bit different there than it is here. And the weather is, we get about 50 inches of rain a year. So it's pretty unique to be here. We've used Holden genetics for probably about 13 years now. We started in 2002 and started crossbreeding into our Angus cattle, and our mother cow herd is mainly all Angus cattle, and so we use the horned Hereford bulls on our Angus cattle. I think they've improved them quite a bit. Our weaning rates have changed a lot in the last 12, 14 years, and our sale weights have increased probably about 100 pounds in the last 12 years. So our consistency that Holden bulls have has really been a big factor in our success in our cattle in the last 12, 14 years.
We've used Holden Hereford genetics really hard for the last decade. Prior to that, I'd say it dates all the way back to the 70s that my dad would have used. I think the daughters here at Holden's make really good cows. They work extremely hard on udder quality. I think they understand more about what it takes for the longevity of an udder more than other breeders, and you'll see that as you go throughout the cow herd. I think the consistency in this year's set of bulls is as good as it's ever been. I think they're a very solid and uniform set, and the nice thing about using these bulls is what you'll get on the maternal side on how hard they've worked on udder quality and fertility and other things.
Our first time we came to sale was in 1971, and we've been coming ever since. We are in the purebred business, and we produce bulls for the commercial people, and we find that the Holden cattle are so predictable, and they work have really worked extremely well for us.
We pretty much have all home-raised cattle. Every female on the place is home-raised, so we're pretty dependent on our own herd to produce replacements. And since we've been using the Holden bulls, it's really helped our cow herd. The stronger the cow herd, the better set of 2-year-old bulls we're able to sell. The commercial guys, they like the good pigment on these bulls. They like them to be marked well, and that's a plus in our part of the country. And the udder quality's so good on these cattle, and they got such a strong set of cows that we're able to improve our herd through those genetics, through the bulls.
We've been using Holden Herefords since 2001, and we like to cross them with black cattle, and we've got off good results. And the calves are pretty well bringing top dollar at the markets in Arkansas, crossed with those Hereford bulls with those Angus cows, and Brangus cows also.
It's a super operation with super nice people. Jack and JD and their families do an excellent job with their cattle, got superior cattle. That I'm going to take them home, breed them on some black cattle, and get some black baldy calves, and they'll be some of the best selling calves at market.
Our sale this year will be March 13th. We will sell 150 bulls and 50 females in it. Should be a great time. We expect a lot of people in. We had a huge crowd last year, and we definitely feel this is probably one of the best sets of bulls we've ever produced in having 50 years of sales, and going to be one of our largest groups of bulls we've ever sold too. And so we'd just like to invite you all to come to Blair, Montana for a great time and see some great Hereford cattle.
The Holdens are pleased to offer an outstanding set of bulls that are uniform and predictable in quality, type, and breeding. This group represents the top 120 out of almost 165 bull calves born in their 2016 calf crop, and almost 60% of them are the results of their extensive ET program. In addition, they're selling a tremendous set of powerful 18-month-old bulls from their fall calving program. They are the top 60% of the fall 2015 calf crop. They're a balanced trait set of bulls that combine thickness, performance, pigment, maternal strength, fleshing ability, carcass, disposition, eye appeal, and moderate birth weight. 100% of the sale offering, with the exception of the fall heifer calves, have GE EPDs on them to improve the accuracy of their EPDs. They will also sell with complete ultrasound and performance data, and all bulls have been semen tested. They have a couple special pick of the flush heifer lots in the sale again this year, and this is a chance to get a great young foundation female. Both of these pick lots are full sisters to some of the top yearling bulls selling in the sale. They have a select group of their natural fall heifer calf pairs in the sale, and will be selling the choice of cow or calf, and they will keep the other. They have a top quality set of 19 open yearling heifers in the sale also. This year, Holdens have also decided to add a very nice group of young bred cows due the end of March and early April. All sale cattle, except fall heifer calves, have been DNA parentage verified and tested free for all known genetic defects. As always, all sale cattle sell fully guaranteed.
You know, it's really gratifying to me to see how strong things are out in the Hereford business today all across the breed. I think the Hereford breed is as strong as I've seen it since I was young, probably 30 years. Both the demand for the cattle, the perception of the cattle, you know, and a lot of that has to do with the quality of the cattle out in the Hereford breed is just really strong. You know, it's went through its tough times, and the people really responded and did things. There's just, I think the breed, the strengths with the performance, with the phenotype, with the EPDs that are out there, the maternal traits of the breed, you know, that's just really proven, and it's really working out across the industry. Both, you know, cattle that work in the range can go on the feedlot and get it done, you know, get pounds for customers in the fall and do it problem-free. It's just really nice to see where the Hereford breed is at right now, and we feel, you know, our Hereford cattle are, you know, the Holden cattle are right at the top of the Hereford breed.
Join Holden Herefords for their 51st annual production sale on March 13th at 12:30 Mountain Time at the ranch. The auction is brought to you by Superior Productions, so don't miss your opportunity for outstanding Hereford genetics. Call for a buyer's number today. The Holdens are great ranchers and great people, and they are supplying cattlemen everywhere with the best in Hereford genetics. This is one of their strongest sale offerings to date, and they feel that the depth of quality on March 13th is unmatched. We'd like to thank Holden Herefords for their insight into their outstanding program. You can find more on their website at holdenherefords.com. And you can find out more about us on our website, theamericanrancher.com, or connect with us on Facebook. I'm Pam Minnick. For the American Rancher team, thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.